Hi Teen Vogue. This is Frechena Russ. I'm making a creative t-shirt because most of my garments are either t-shirts or sweatpants, so I wanted to kind of do something different with the t-shirts that I already have. I don't have a model in this video with me because I am the model. My customer is a person in a wheelchair, so the, the consumer that I am designing for is me. So I design just like every other designer, except for I modify the things that I do to fit my disability. I'm just like everybody else. It just takes me a little bit longer to do things. So when I have my assistants with me, they carry out my vision of whatever design I want to do. And I design just like every other designer, but it just takes me a while in my creative process. And every designer is different, so patience is key when trying to fulfill the needs of any customer, let alone one with a physical disability. So basically I cut up a regular t-shirt, and what we did was we marked where I needed to pin the garment, and as you can see I used the regular bobbin and some pins and just marked where this shirt, which is a large shirt, can be tailored to a medium. I purposely made it larger so that it will be able to easier be fit on me. But I wanted to show you guys that even in a wheelchair, you can tailor garments. You can pin them, you can tie them to the back, and you can make them creative. I'm not gonna pin as much because what I would normally do is I would pin a couple of sides and then cut the rest to make it easier. So what I'm gonna do is mark a couple of pins and then cut a line in the middle to get rid of excess fabric. And we used a Sharpie marker to mark where we needed to pin everything. And what I normally do with garments is I lay them out on the table and then pin them, have somebody hold them down so it's straight and just pin like that. What makes my garments different is that I am the consumer, so I know the body type that they want to look for. So when I'm pinning garments and making alterations to them, even though it's flat, I still have a 3D vision. So when the garment goes on, I know how it wants to look in my head. I just have to tailor it to whatever they like or whatever is suitable for them. I'm gonna go ahead and pin. I wanted to pin both sides, but one side was already loose enough for me, so I just have to pin from this side. It would be the side of the garment. Some would call it the back end, because for me, my left side is, you can see more on my left side than my right, because with cerebral palsy, garments only go to one side of a person's body. So when I pinned this, I had that in mind, so it kind of hides what I don't want people to see on my body. It's basically stretched It's basically a jersey cotton t-shirt. I did a deep V-neck for the details and fringe on the shoulders to add a little flair to it to make a basic t-shirt creative. And with pins, you have to be really careful because they're sharp. But as long as you mark where you're cutting, it shouldn't be that difficult. The only thing is when you stick, you make sure you have a good grip. Once I get this last pin in, then we will cut. And the pin set as basically a marker to where we need to cut the excess off. I only pinned because that was a requirement of Teen Vogue, but I usually just mark with a marker and cut for safety reasons. These pins are on the side, so we pin the excess, and now we're gonna cut the side to where now we're gonna cut the side of the excess fabric and make sure the pins are all the way stuck in so nobody hurts themselves. They're not very straight, but hey. Yeah, I really don't pin in any of my garments. I mark with a marker and then cut to wherever I needed to be fitted. But the people that I model are people like me in wheelchairs that don't have time to take garments on and off. So we fold need to cut, and you just take the scissors, cut off the excess, and yeah. So I turned a basic t-shirt into something that was fun. It didn't take very long. I might add some color to it if I feel like it. Like, you can add color paint to your t-shirts and just be creative. I try to take the most basic thing and turn it into something like different. And yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I'm back. We pinned the shirt and then we cut the sides so you can see the difference where the pin is. The pin serves as a marker just for the cut. We just pinned it so that you guys could see the alteration itself, but normally you would just mark and cut where it needs to be cut, but for Teen Vogue's sake I did use pins like you guys asked. With these type of shirts, they're easier to get on. You can see that the material itself is easier to use and easier to maneuver, so that I don't really have to put this on to show you guys that I can alter my own garments. But the t-shirt would fit regular. You would just pin it on the sides that you felt accentuated a little bit too much, and it just serves as a marker. And now I'm going to put on the shirt to show you the final product. I can. That's that, so I can.
You sure you ain't got me?
Yeah, I'm sure, because I stopped it.
What's that? Nuh-uh. I said it's still moving the time.
It's, oh dang, it's still moving. This is the final product. Of course, I wouldn't have the long sleeve shirt underneath it, but a shirt with a deep V, details on the shoulders, and a cinched waist, and it also flares out at the bottom. So if anybody has any trouble areas with the tummy, that's basically obsolete. So it hides all the things you don't want people to see. And you can also tailor it even more, but for me, I like that my sides show a little bit. For the problem areas of the tummy, they're hidden, so you don't really see anything, and it doesn't look like a regular t-shirt anymore. From a white t-shirt to basically a poncho. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial on how to make a t-shirt, a poncho.